It's complete. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Let's go!
Now they send a man in motion right. Now they try the right side here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And he puts this one home to make it a 9-point game at 24-15. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And the lead is down to 2. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. To throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. As they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Let's go. 1, 9.
They're going to try and throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And Suckup will put this one right through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. And meanwhile, checking in on action down in Jacksonville. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And some room to roam now. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And now with the play clock counting down, Chuck Pagano's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Play clock winding down. And now with the play clock counting down, Chuck Pagano's going to take a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. The Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The slot man in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, Dorsett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, touchdown Titans. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Come on, let's go.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he's got it up and through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? See if they stay on the ground for second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Take 4.
And now here's a carry heading left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he is all the way up past the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
They've got tight left, one tight end, one tight end. Key in tight end. Now let's go. 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Fancy footwork at the 45. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got some space here. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Larry Ogunjobi, busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Philip Dorsett by himself. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, 81 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there. And that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Let's go!
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
The doubt of the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together. Down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 1 yard is the gain. And it's good enough for a Tennessee first down. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even go into fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wiggles free. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being...
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pig?
Man.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go